If I were to ask you to close your eyes and think of white trash in Queens during the early 2000s, chances are there would be a few things that overlap with Robert Pattinson's character in Good Time. Welcome back everybody to another video where I break down the costume design of movies. If you're new here, my name is Dan. I make videos on men's fashion and costume design. If you like what you see, please subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the movie Good Time, which was released in 2017, which starred Robert Pattinson and was directed by the Safdie brothers, Benny and Josh Safdie. So for the overview for the movie, Good Time is about an adrenaline-filled night where Connie, played by Robert Pattinson, is trying to get his mentally handicapped brother, Nick, played by Benny Safdie, big ol' yikes there, out of jail after being arrested after a robbery Connie had dragged his brother into. Connie finds himself going down a long, winding road, meanwhile pretending to be someone else every chance he gets. So, as you can tell from the overview, Connie is kind of a scumbag, and believe me, it shows through his clothing. Throughout the night, Connie tries to pretend to be somebody else to either escape from the police or get what he wants. And in this video, I'm going to show you how he changes his identity, as well as show you what you can pick from his outfits that might suit you. So, the costume designers for this movie were Miyako Belize, who's done other movies like Uncut Gems from the Safdie brothers and Scenes from a Movie, as well as Mordechai Rubenstein, or Steen, I don't know. Rubenstein is actually a street-style photographer, but assisted in the costume design process by taking photos of people on the street to get inspiration for Connie. So the method they used to create Connie's looks was pretty unique in the sense that I haven't really come across a designer who has done this yet, although I'm sure there has been. But Benny, Josh, Miyako, and Mordechai would send photos they took of other people, and they'd send it to each other to help create possible looks for Connie, and they actually even bought clothes off people's backs, but more on that later. So what's interesting about Good Time is that Connie isn't supposed to look good and cool. They wanted to make him look dirtbaggy, rough looking, which they did, but I've gotten a decent amount of people asking me to do this video, and I think it's because it's still so stylized. I wouldn't say it's like an 80s themed or anything, but it's so stylized in the way that they dressed Connie. I mean, if you had to put a name on it or a label, it would probably be anti-fashion, but like not in a cognizant way. Like, he's just not good at looking good. So let's get into the outfits. For Connie's first look when getting Nick out of therapy, he's seen wearing an oversized leather bomber type of jacket with these Native American appliques on the chest, and that's layered on top of what appears to be some striped button-up and some dark hoodie. Here, Connie is just being his authentic self and trying to get his brother out of therapy. What a good guy, you know, brotherly love stuff. And so, I like the idea of a leather jacket, but unfortunately Connie's execution was pretty poor. There are numerous brands that have done this way better. Other than that, the only thing I would really pull from this outfit is the Native American motifs. I've been influenced by Native Americans recently in the culture, but I would take the idea of Native Americans and maybe do something a little bit more classy, like adopting turquoise jewelry, or maybe a native print might look good. You just can't look like an asshole with it. So for outfit 2, Connie's second look, he has brought his brother into his world of crime as they are robbing a bank. He wears a maroon hoodie underneath a black Adidas zip-up with the 3 stripes on the sleeves in a vibrant red color. And over that, he has his lime green and orange utility vest. He's wearing some straight-leg black utility cargos with some black boots. Eventually, you see he's also wearing a black long sleeve underneath a white t-shirt underneath the hoodie. Also, I should note, yeah, they're both in blackface. So Connie's using race and profession as a cover-up while he robs this bank. Josh Safdie explained in an article that he happened to stumble on a book about disguising oneself, and it said that construction workers are often most invisible to people, and Connie picked this up, and that's why he's wearing a utility vest and attempts to look like a construction worker, and he understands this concept because he stops Nick from running once they leave the bank. Now, what you would be able to take from this look, I think the idea of layering is really cool. I just don't know if Connie did it the best way he could. A better example of this would be Robert Pattinson at a press junket for the promotion of his newest movie, The Batman. But also, personally, I think construction workers unintentionally have great style, which is why the cargos and work boots is such a good option. Also, I should note that when they're on the run after the dye pack hits them, Connie's maroon sweatshirt gives me a strong Yeezy Gap feel with its cropped length, dropped shoulders, and oversized body. And honestly, I think we could all use something cozy like that in our lives. So for outfit 3, Connie is seen in a black Anise hoodie, which is a hip-hop / streetwear brand that was really popular during the late 90s to late 2000s, it looks like. And that's underneath a red and white Echo Unlimited zip-up track jacket. Now, the use of the Echo jacket is crucial in my opinion. Mark Echo is also a white guy that was influenced by hip-hop culture and grew up around New York, so it makes sense for Connie to gravitate towards that jacket. With this outfit, he's being his true self while at the same time kind of trying to cover up his identity from the police, which is why he has his hood up and his hat on. On bottom, he's wearing what I believe to be a pair of Dickie pants with his boots from before. And personally for me, I don't think there's much to take away here. I will say though that the past couple of years I've been seeing people start to bring back brands like Echo Unlimited and Hardy in places like Brooklyn. Maybe more so in an ironic way, but there's still some pieces that I've seen styled cool, just not the one Connie wears. So the next outfit is seen in a bulk of the movie. This is eventually where he gets his platinum blonde hair that you might recognize. So he's wearing a gray long sleeve underneath a gray zip up, and on top of that he's wearing a worn in hero jacket that has this built-in flotation device and is in this red and reflective colorway. So like I was saying before, how they were buying pieces off of people in the street, the hero jacket is actually like one of the main pieces that they bought from somebody. So Josh had been looking for this jacket and eventually bumped into somebody in a bodega with it on. He convinced him to buy it off of him for like $60 plus a whole new jacket. They wanted Connie's outfits to look worn, so it just made sense for them to buy people's shit. On bottom, he's wearing the straight leg Dickies with his work boots. Now, the positives about this outfit, I like the crop length of the jacket. I like the cargo pockets. The jacket itself is cool. The jacket looks like something you might have seen on like a Vermont runway show, which is a nice look if you're into that, where it's like kind of anti-fashion. My problem with Connie's style, and it's not a knock on the designers because they did a phenomenal job. Connie's outfits have admirable qualities, but like it's just always a couple notes off. Like, he has elements of his outfits that look cool, but overall, they're odd-looking outfits, and somewhat gross, and grimy. Now, eventually he finds himself in an amusement park called Adventureland, where he's going to try to find a Sprite bottle filled with acid. After a run-in with the security guard at the amusement park, he beats him up and puts on his outfit. He's got a white button-up underneath a nylon-type security jacket with a fur fold-over collar, and the security guard's pants that has like that stripe going down the side. Quite obviously, he's pretending to be a security guard in this scene to avoid getting arrested by the police. So the Safdie brothers actually had a deeper meaning behind this one. Because Connie's white and looks the part enough, he's able to get away with his antics with like cops and stuff. Meanwhile, the black security guard is handcuffed on a stretcher. You can't really take anything from like a security guard jacket. I mean, people are starting to wear like stuff that says security, but I think this definitely shows that like vintage military, utilitarian kind of stuff. That's definitely a good look. It's a hot commodity in the vintage world, at least. Now, for his last and final outfit, Connie breaks into the security guard's house and takes his clothes, which ends up being a red Henley t-shirt underneath a silver silk bomber jacket with silver piping. Here, he's trying to make himself look like a new person by using the security guard's street clothes. I mean, honestly, this is a rough look, and I can't really take anything away from here. I mean, broadly, bombers and Henleys are cool when they're done right, just definitely wasn't here. Now, these weren't the only outfits the directors and designers had in mind. There were a bunch of others that they had planned but didn't go with, and again, it's shown that they were able to really make Connie look almost cool. Like my favorite was probably the Carhartt jacket outfit with his like dagger earring and then shades. but then these like god-awful gym short capris with boots, and it's just like so gross looking. But I think they truly did like anti-fashion perfectly, but not in like an ironic way. He's just not good at dressing. And of course, throughout the movie, you have other pieces and outfits you see that scream New York to me, like the South Pole jacket that Nick wears, the Coogee type sweaters, camo cargos, puffer jackets, and all of it being extremely oversized. It's all very reminiscent of something you would have seen in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Now, in conclusion, I think Connie was definitely an interesting character to look at for style inspiration. Although he was made to look uncool, they stylized his outfit so much that people can recognize a Connie type outfit. I've seen a couple people in Brooklyn with some of these outfits. They're definitely not for me, but there's definitely some things you can take from him. But again, definitely not all. Well, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give it a like if you did. Let me know which outfit you liked the most and which outfit you hated the most. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to read any of the articles I read for this video, it's all linked down below. Follow me on socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm trying to post there more often, so follow me down there, or follow me there. It's down in the description. Thank you guys. Take care.